Welcome to the 1 Yard Line, the podcast where we talk about football. I, Logan, am joined with my co-host Cameron. Today we will be talking about Antonio Brown's decisions, Odell's ideal landing spots, offensive and defensive rookie of the year predictions, and many more. But before we jump right in, let's talk about stats. In the NFL's 13 weeks of the 2022 season, the leading passing leaders are Patrick Mahomes with 3,585 yards, Josh Allen with 3,406 yards, Joe Burrow 3,160 yards, Tom Brady 3,051 yards, and Justin Herbert with 3,004 yards. The leading receiving yards are Tyreek Hill with 1,233 yards, Justin Jefferson with 1,232 yards, Stephon Diggs with 1,202 yards, Devontae Adams with 999 yards, and Jalen Waddle with 963 yards.
We're going right into the leading rushes, and to start off, we're going to Josh Jacobs with 1,159 yards, Derrick Henry with 1,048 yards, Nick Chubb with 1,039, Saquon Barkley with 992, and Miles Sanders at 900. Leading the league in tackles is Jordan Brooks at 122, Tahir Franklin with 121, Rashad Evans at 119, Foye Aluakon with 113, and CJ Mosley with 107. Leading the league in sacks is Matthew Judon with 13, Mike Parsons with 11, Nick Bosa with 11, and Max Crosby at 10.5. And multiple players with 10 sacks. And finally, we're going into the interception leaders, which is C.J. Gardner-Johnson at 6, Jake Woodland at 5, and multiple players with 4.
Okay. To kick things off, let's talk about Antonio Brown, who is a free agent, and it has a warrant out for his arrest. On Thursday, December 1st, 2022, former Buccaneers wide receiver Antonio Brown was issued with an arrest warrant after a domestic incident. So, okay, I'll let you talk about it first. I'll give my ideas at the end because I have a lot to say about this.
He is out of control, man. There's a difference between doing dumb stuff to do dumb stuff and what Antonio Brown is doing.
I agree.
This is a grown-ass man doing multiple stupid things. With all the stuff in 2019 that he was doing, from threatening the Raiders GM over a helmet, bro. This stuff got to go. No matter how talented Antonio Brown is as a player, he is not good enough to stay in the free agency pool and be eligible to still play in this league, man.
I mean, like, honestly, you said it, like, straight to the point. Antonio Brown is a nutcase. Like, he needs to get his mind right if he wants to have a job in the NFL. Like, no team is going to sign a guy who, like, has all these problems, as you said, with, like, 2019 with the Raiders. And not to mention, this is not his first time getting a warrant. He got one back in January 2020 for burglary or something like that. So, like, I'm also not sold on the guy. He needs to talk to someone, like, special before, if he does get another shot in the NFL, he needs to talk to, like, a specialist, like a therapist or something.
Here's my thing. If season for gambling, then what the fuck are we doing about Antonio Brown right now?
Yeah.
Like, how is he still eligible? Like,
and not to mention, too, with Calvin Ridley, too, with him being suspended the whole season, how is Deshaun Watson also getting a chance back? Like, I don't get the NFL rules. I don't read them, but I think they kind of need to kind of look more in depth into them and probably even change them, you know?
There's a point where something has to change or something has to give. And I think we do not.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, you kind of cut out there, but yeah, Antonio Brown.
If Antonio Brown comes back to the NFL, It better not be as a player. It better not be with anything to do with a team. The only thing I can see him coming back to now do is I don't think he should even get that opportunity.
Yeah, like this, like obviously something's wrong with his head. Like he needs to get checked. Something needs to go. Like something needs to happen with him. Um, yeah, and I don't even think he should be an analyst. You know.
I don't. There's only so much you can say that mental illness has to do with it.
Yeah.
You can only blame so much on things like CT, concussions, all that. You just can't blame everything on that. This was a seemingly normal guy back in 2015, 2016, and all of a sudden he flipped a switch and went crazy.
And I don't know where that switch just happened, but it just happened immediately, you know. And it obviously took a lot of effect.
Like we can look at him as a football player.
But I think we need to look at him as an actual person, you know. We need to look at him as a person first before an actual player. Because as we both said, he did not go back in the NFL.
This is a grown-ass man. This is a grown-ass man who decided he needed to go crazy. He needed to pull a theatric just to leave the Buccaneers. Like, there's no place for him in the NFL.
I mean, like, yeah, again, no place in the NFL for him. He shouldn't, like, I don't know. He needs to get something right with him. And not to even mention the other crap he did, like the scandal with the pool that he had, and the thing with Gazelle, Tom Brady's ex-wife. He just needs to figure out what is going on.
Yeah.
Before he actually makes a return.
If he wants to return, he has to, for me, if I'm the NFL, I'm making sure he goes through at least 10 wellness checks before he comes back in. Like, there's no way that he can't. Like, he's pulling a full fucking Kanye, bro.
He is. And, like that's a perfect example of it, too. Both Kanye and Antonio Brown are having their problems, and you don't know how to fix it, you know? There's nothing you can really do to fix it.
Like, both of like the issues that came up this season with like Deshaun Watson, Calvin Ridley, Zay Jones, all the issues that happened in the off season, like that are coming back now. Like, you'd think that like the biggest topic would be the Deshaun Watson things, but like Antonio Brown has somehow just pole vaulted over everything that's happened in the off season.
Yeah,
it is just fucking.
He just want that spotlight right
God.
on him.
Like,
yeah, something really needs to fix with him and all that. However, in other news, with a free agent superstar receiver, Odell Beckham Jr. is leaving the media on their seats on where another dominant season will end up.
This is a really talented player too. Odell Beckham is very talented.
Yeah.
We've seen him come back from ACL injuries before. He came back from an ACL injury for the Rams, and he balled out the games that he played, man.
Here's the thing. He is a talented receiver. Like, he was good on the Giants, the Browns, and even the Rams. But, like, as you said, he has that ACL tear. And most players don't even come back from one. So him coming back from two is kind of up in the air, you know. But he's an outstanding receiver. And I honestly believe any team who picks him up has a phenomenal tenure with them, you know. and he just
Yeah.
wants another
I
ring.
think that's what it boils down to. I think he knows, as well as everyone else, if he can get another ring, he has a shot to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I think he is willing to do as little of a contract as possible if it gives him the best chance of
agree.
getting that ring.
I agree. Like with the Rams, he
We
got a
saw
limited
with the
contract.
Rams last year.
And honestly, like I think he could have a potential to return back to the Rams, but I don't think the Rams are in that right stage to win a ring right now.
I don't think the Rams are on the driver's seat like they were last year.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. They lost two key players, Odell being one of them.
And then Von Miller.
I think, yeah.
And
I think
even Bobby. Wait, no, they still have Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, they grabbed Bobby. I think he's gonna reunite with Von Miller in Buffalo.
Okay.
I think we all know that's probably destination number one for him.
Yeah.
Buffalo is right there. They can feel the Super Bowl. They just gotta win.
Yeah.
And I think throwing him in with people like Gabe Davis,
Stephon Diggs,
Dawson Knox.
And then give him a talented quarterback.
Team, give him a talented quarterback and they have a backfield that can still run the ball.
And then not even to mention their defense. They have an outstanding defense. However, they did lose Von Miller.
Even without Von Miller, that is still a top 10 defense in the league right now. So, honestly, I think Buffalo is right where I think he should go. But let's say, hypothetically, he doesn't like the cold in Buffalo,
Okay.
I think another great team for him to go would be the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles are having a hot shot right now. And,
I think him, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Miles Sanders, Boston Scott with Jalen Hurts and that Eagles defense and the Eagles O-line, that is terrifying to think about.
Yeah. And then Jalen Hurts, he could be the MVP if Odell goes there, And then
I think Jalen Hurts is already.
You think he's already top 5? I believe he's top 5. I won't go with the disputed
I think Jalen Hurts, if he does, I think he is going to at least be the third choice for MVP at the least.
Yeah, even third. But I heard some Tua Tagovailoa will get in there.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another team Odell could go to and really tear things up.
Yeah.
Is Miami.
Which would be scary to think about. Having Odell with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek. Oh, that's terrifying to think about.
Having 2 top 5 receiving leaders on the same team, and then you throw in a third receiver who has proven to be that guy in the clutch. There's nothing better than that, man.
Yeah. So, as you mentioned your teams, you had the Bills and the Eagles. I agree with you with the Bills there. But I think a good fit for Odell would be the Cowboys. Or here's my underdog team.
Ooh.
I think the Chargers. Just because we know how good he can do in LA. The Chargers, they have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. The third receiver is like Joshua Palmer. And then you're going to have Justin Herbert, who's already top 5 in the passing yards. I think him going to the Chargers would give them a good shot to make it to the Super Bowl. If not, they get AFC championship.
With the way the Chargers are playing at this current moment in time, because we see the stats. We see Justin Herbert going out there, killing the game. But the record doesn't show it.
Yeah.
They're in a very tough division in the AFC.
In the AFC West, yeah, all those
And
teams are fighting.
I think that if Odell goes somewhere in the AFC, it is going to be the Bills.
Yeah, I think
if he goes somewhere else,
who knows? Honestly, but I think everybody's.
If he goes somewhere else, I think
everybody's like certain that he's.
I think he should go to the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs too.
I think that's just like, I think that's just written down that if he doesn't go to the Bills, I think he's out of his goddamn mind.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm gonna read your tweet here from.
They still have...
Here, you go.
I think that if he doesn't go to the Bills, he's out of his mind.
Yeah.
Because if he decides he's going to a team that's not even a top 2 seed, I think he's just going to be wasting his time.
But here's the thing, though. Let's say that maybe he is like kind of keeping up with the Bills, and he's looking. Oh, they're losing like easy games that they should win. Maybe he's like, okay, maybe I gotta go to another team, another playoff team, another Super Bowl team. I got a tweet here from ESPN analyst Marcus Spears, and he suggested that the 5 landing spots for Odell would be the Chiefs, the Packers, Rams, Bills, or Ravens. I almost put the Ravens down for my underdog team. The only reason I didn't, though, because one, Lamar Jackson, he doesn't really pass, He's more of that scrambling type of QB.
Yeah.
And then, 2, they already have, like, I can't name their receivers off my head, but they have outstanding receivers. So I don't see him going to the Ravens.
I don't see him going to Green Bay.
Yeah, that either. I don't see him going to Green Bay either.
I don't think if they put enough zeros at the end of that contract, maybe, but they're not exactly a contender. They're barely beating the Lions when it comes to record right now. Hey. The NFC is already kind of a fight right now because Seattle, Niners, Minnesota, those 3 teams are like the teams everyone's. Yeah, the Eagles' whole division, like the Cowboys, Giants, even the Commanders still have a shot. Like I do not see him wanting to try to compete on a Green Bay team where we're not even certain if Aaron Rodgers is going to stay this year after how we've seen the games go down.
Who knows? Maybe he just surprises the whole NFL,
I mean, I'd love to see Odell go to an underdog team, but I just don't see it happening.
Yeah. We both said we think he's gonna go to the Bills, which that's just gonna like shoot their shot for a Super Bowl contender as it already was,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So as Odell started his career in a spectacular way possible, there's some rookies that are already having an amazing start to the career. Do you want to take this, or do you? How do you want to do? Do you want to go, or want me to go?
I got it. I'll take it. I got it. There's a lot of rookies showing off so far this season, but I think it's pretty clear who defensive rookie of the year is. I think defense goes. I don't think there's any debating that.
Hang on, you cut out there for a second.
But
who was your defensive rookie?
Sauce.
Okay.
Easy. Sauce Gardner. But if you want to go to offense, the offense side of the ball, I think a sleeper is Chris Olave.
Okay.
The wide receiver for the Saints.
That's a good pick there.
He's about to have a 1,000-yard season, and no one's even talking about it, bro.
Yeah.
but he's definitely not a lock.
Yeah.
There's Kenneth Walker still out there balling. There's George Pickens for the Steelers just killing it.
Yeah.
Perfectly replacing Chase Claypool in the hole that Chase left. It is amazing how good the offensive rookies are playing this year.
Yeah, but like as you said, Kenneth Walker, he's having an outstanding career. I'm just gonna read you his stats. So right now, Kenneth Walker, he only started 6 games. He already has 613 yards on 135 attempts. With those attempts, he has 9 touchdowns, averaging 4.5 yards per average for carry, I should say. And he's like he's not the best receiving back, but he's getting 25 targets for 19. Oh, sorry, 25 targets for 19 receptions, and 116 yards for 6.1 yards per reception. I think.
Do you know who Kenneth Walker's reminding me of right now?
Who?
He's having a Najee Harris rookie season at the moment.
Yeah, that's a good comparison to him too. Like I think my offensive rookies are Kenneth Walker, and then my other one is Damian Pierce of the Texans. His stats are he started all of these 11 games, or 12 I should say. He has 180 rushing attempts for 788 yards. His touchdowns are lower than Kenneth Walker with 3. Receiving he has sorry. He has 44.4 yards per attempt. In his receiving, he has 36 targets on 27 receptions for 143 yards, 5.3 yards per reception, and then 1 touchdown. I could see it going down to one of these two. You throw in Chris Olave, I think Chris Olave could be a good contender too. But I personally think it's going to go to Kenneth Walker.
I think that it's going to end up being Chris Olave.
You think?
Because he's barely outside. He's barely outside the top receivers of the league right now.
Here, I'm going to look up his stats real quick. I can read you them off.
He has like 800 receiving yards at the moment, I think. I'm pretty sure.
So, Chris Olave, he has 56 receptions for 182 yards, and he has 3 touchdowns. As you said, he's right outside of the top receivers. He's a great rookie. I could see him also, he's top 3 in my mind. But going back to the defensive rookie, my 2 are obviously Sauce Gardner, because Sauce is having an amazing year. He's having 2 interceptions and
spoken like a true Jets fan.
I'm a Jets fan. I gotta say, he has 2 interceptions, 48 combined tackles, and 3 tackles for loss and 1 QB hit. I don't think he let up a touchdown yet. Yeah, he hasn't let up a touchdown yet. And that's incredible for a rookie. I think this is the undisputed number 1 defensive rookie. But if it doesn't go to him, I could see player. I could see this player going for the defensive rookie, and that's Aiden Hutchinson. And Hutchinson is a great player. He turned a bad team into a good team. You know, I want to say good. They had a better season than last year. You know. Hutchinson, his stats are he has 5.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 31 tackles. He's scaring other teams' offensive lines, honestly. But I honestly see the award going to Sauce more than Hutchinson. Hutchinson's a little there's a far gap between them, I should say. But
Yeah.
Hutchinson is. I think he's clearly the number 2.
Oh yeah, I think Aiden Hutchinson should have. As no matter if this a redraft would happen right now, I think Aiden Hutchinson would still be a top 5 pick for the. I think that's easy, honestly.
Speaking about redrafting of the last draft, who's your top 5?
My top 5, I'd have Sauce going number 1. I'd have Breece Hall going number 2.
Go Jets.
But if obviously he wouldn't actually go number 2 because they would have still probably picked Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Because the number 2 would have still been the Lions, but and then I'd go Chris Olave, Kenneth Walker, and the last one's a tough one. Because I want to go Damian Pierce because of just how good he's been.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Drake London has also been a sleeper, just not with a team that has as much production as any of the other teams the rookies ended up to. So I'd still give it to Drake London just because he has the potential to be that guy.
Yeah.
But he's on a team that just doesn't have the production like they used to.
Yeah. I think my top 5, I think number 1 would be Sauce. Number 2, I think I'm gonna go with Evan Neal. I liked Evan Neal coming out of college.
Ooh.
And I thought the Jets were gonna draft Evan Neal. I think the Giants hit with both of their picks in the first round with Evan Neal and Kevin. Not Kevin. Who's Kevin? Thibodeau. I think both of those were hits. But I'm gonna go with Evan Neal first. And then my number 3 would be Aiden Hutchinson. Number 4 would be. Okay. I might be biased for this, but I'm gonna go with Breece Hall over Kenneth Walker. I like Kenneth Walker, but I think Breece is the better back. Because he's more elusive, you know. And then number 5, I'm gonna give it to Walker, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, I see Breece Hall if he was still healthy. I think Breece Hall would be having one of the best rookie seasons that would be played. And just because of how dominant he was.
Honestly, if he was still healthy, I could see the Jets having offensive rookie and defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah,
but sadly,
that is very possible.
Sadly, Breece did get injured, so hope he recovers.
Yep.
Now, despite talking about all these rookies, let's go to a veteran. Russell Wilson's appeared not having the start as many thought that he was going to have with the Broncos, and as you are a Seahawks fan, I'm gonna let you take the stand on this one first.
I'm gonna hit the nail right on the head. I think this is make or break for Wilson. I think the Broncos give him another year just because of the big ass contract this guy has.
Yeah.
I don't think any team after having showed off this season is gonna want to trade for him. I don't think they'll release him because honestly, they're not gonna find a better quarterback that will want to go play for a team.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, if the team stays healthy and they draft a running back, because Melvin Gordon is good, but he's not great.
Well, he's not even there. Know? He's not there anymore. He was at the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, I forgot they released him, huh?
Yeah. And I don't like. Isn't Devontae Williams? Isn't he in IR? I don't even know. I don't even know who their running back is now.
I think that Wilson needs another year, but that's all they should really give him.
Yeah.
He has done nothing but disappoint the franchise, all of the hopes, they paid him a big contract before he even played a down of football for them.
Yeah.
The defense is still killing it, even with them getting rid of Bradley Chubb and shipping him off to Miami. The defense is still the best part of that team. They have a really good receiving core with not Patrick Surtain. Tim Patrick, Jay Judy, Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton. I mean,
like, they have everything they need. Wilson just needs to put it together, man.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen him in Seattle not to be able to call the plays. We've seen him fumble the bag. We've seen his ups. We've seen his downs.
Yeah.
He is always an MVP candidate halfway through the year, and then the second half of the year, he falls off a cliff.
Yeah.
Wilson needs to put 2 and 2 together, man. Like, as a Seahawks fan, I don't want to say that, like, the Legion of Boom carried him, Marshawn carried him, but
they kind of
it's starting to look that way, and Pete Carroll kind of basically built the perfect scheme for Wilson to cook.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Pete Carroll, Wilson probably wouldn't be in Denver right now. Wilson would probably still be a free agent.
He'd probably be on his couch. That's what he'd probably be. But yeah,
it'd probably be a backup somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. As you mentioned his contract, I'll just read you off the contract. So his contract of $5,245 million contract, that has a $165 million guaranteed. He's 33 years old. I would not give that, like, let's say he does good for those 5 years. He's gonna be 38. That's about like what it's not about what Tom Brady is right now, but that's closer to Tom Brady.
He's not Tom Brady.
Yeah, he's no Tom Brady. But yeah, the Seahawks surprised many when trading Russ. I was surprised. I thought you guys were gonna get rid of Pete Carroll first before you even got rid of Wilson.
Well, from what we've seen right now, we made the right choice.
Yeah.
Gino's playing great. Wilson turned a promising Denver team that started 5-0 last year into a dumpster fire.
Yeah, and like we thought that the Seahawks were gonna do bad and that the Broncos were gonna do amazing, but again, they're in a tough division too, you know. But also, so are the Seahawks. So it's really up in the air. Like, to recall the trade though, the Broncos traded away Noah Fant, defensive end Shelby Harris, quarterback Drew Lock. They gave away a first-round pick, a second-round pick, and a fifth-round pick in the 2022 draft. And they also gave away a first-round and a second-round pick in 2023. And the Broncos would receive obviously Russell Wilson and a fourth-round pick in 2022. So it's no doubt in my mind that the Seahawks obviously won this trade.
Yeah. Like,
as you said, Russ needs to improve to not only disappoint the fans, but to his team. He's a good player. I think just the system is kind of messing them up. It could be the head coach too that's messing them up. Pete Carroll, he's probably top 10 of the 2010s coaches.
One of the greatest coaches of all time.
Yeah. But
yeah,
I like you said too, with Bradley Chubb going to the Dolphins, I think the Broncos are even realizing, hey, we kind of messed up here. We need to get some of our picks back, you know, because they don't have. I think their next pick is a third round, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's a third round pick.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm gonna say with Russ. I don't have a lot to say. I think the Seahawks won.
I think there's a chance Denver can come out with a win. Wilson just needs to get his shit together. Stop
Yeah.
doing all these stupid commercials, man. Get your fucking nose in the damn playbook. Bond with your team. Build chemistry. Stop embarrassing yourself online. Like,
Yeah.
keep your head down and just play good football. That's all he needs to do.
Yeah. I agree with all of that. Like, Russ just needs to focus and not like he's cringy. Can we agree that he's cringy?
Oh, hell yeah. Broncos country.
Broncos
Let's
country.
ride.
Let's ride. I mean, like,
And then all those stupid fucking Subway commercials, man.
you don't like the danger, Russ? or like how
The
he
dual wheeled. Upside down. Like, ugh.
he needs to get his mind straight.
Yeah.
So it has not been decided on who the number 1 overall draft pick is going to be in this year's draft. Right now, the number 1 is the Texans for the first pick. I honestly can see them going with C.J. Stroud here, and they don't believe, like, for some reason they just don't believe in in Davis Mills anymore, which I think they should have, like, gave Mills just 1 year and done. You know what I mean? I don't think Mills.
I
is
like
the same
Davis Mills.
I'm not a big fan of him, honestly.
From a standpoint of someone who has the QB that no one believes in, I like Davis Mills. They have a terrible offensive line. Damian Pierce is the only thing keeping the offense alive right now.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks isn't Brandon Cooks anymore. He doesn't even want to be there. Nico Collins is not a good wide receiver. He's a good number 2 option, but he should not be the main guy. Like, they needed, with the fire in the bottle that they had for Davis Mills, they should have lit that sumbitch on fire.
Yeah.
And drafted some good offensive line, a receiver. Like, they fumbled.
For real, like.
And if they really didn't want to believe in Davis Mills, then they should have taken, like, Malik Willis. Like, there was so many QBs in the last draft that were late round picks that the Texans could have went for if they really lost that much confidence in Davis Mills.
Yeah. I'm not sure who has the second pick. It could either be the Broncos, which is Seattle's pick now, the Rams, or the Bears. Let's just say it's the Bears, okay? The Bears, what do you think their top need? Like, what do you think they'll draft?
I don't think they're gonna draft what they need. I think they're gonna be the Bears and draft whoever the best player on the board is.
Yeah.
What they need is an O-line, and there's plenty of good O-line draft picks right now.
Even in the later
rounds. That are going to be in this draft.
Yeah, you could always get an O-lineman.
They're the Bears. They're the Bears, so we both know they're going to draft some defensive player that they really don't need. Like, there's a D tackle out of Florida who's like 300 pounds, like 6'8".
Yeah.
Big boy. Really terrorizing the offense in college. I think that's who they go with. I can't name him off the top of my head, but he's one scary motherfucker.
If I was the Bears, this is what I would do. So they did ship off Raekwon Smith to the Ravens, so they're gonna need some linebacker, and they also got rid of Robert Quinn to the Eagles. I think they're gonna need some linebacker help. I think
they also let Khalil Mack walk in free agency last season.
Mack walk. I think if they were smart, they will go with Will Anderson from Alabama. But however you said,
Ooh.
it's the Bears. The Bears can mess it up easily. And this is what like it's gonna show for the Bears like office. It's gonna show, are they good at drafting? But I think they're gonna go with Will Anderson.
We all know the answer to that though is that no, they're not good at drafting.
I mean, they got Justin Fields.
They hit with Justin Fields, but can you name a draft pick that they actually picked really good with, that actually worked out for them?
The only other draft pick from last year I can think of is Tevin Jenkins, and they wanted to, like, they were reporting to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Already, and
I don't think they're gonna go with the logical choice. They're just gonna go for the best play on the board.
Yeah, they're really just gonna close their eyes and point. That's what they're gonna do.
There's a chance that they drafted another QB, which they don't need.
Yeah, they don't need.
But it's because they'll draft someone that's controversial that shouldn't get picked.
Yeah.
And when they play like shit, they're gonna ship him off for like a 7th round pick because he played like crap.
Yeah.
So they just basically wasted the draft pick.
I could see them taking a wide receiver too, because they they have Claypool that they got from the
Ryan Pringle.
Yeah, they got Claypool that they got from the Steelers. They spent a 2nd round pick on them. I think they're gonna have him set for a long time, and I'm a firm believer in Claypool. I love Claypool. But so I think they're gonna have Claypool for like about 3 years. I'll say 3 years.
Yeah.
And then they have Darnell Mooney, who just got sent to IR. And then their third wide receiver.
Darnell Mooney is one of those players where he can be really good.
Yeah.
But
I don't see him as the number
good
1.
in the sense of he can catch a ball with 2 hands.
Yeah. I don't see him as the number 1. I think he's a number 2 receiver, you know, or like he's good in slot. He's a good slot. But yeah, after Darnell Mooney, I don't know. Like I know the players, but honestly, any of those players could just play.
I'm pretty sure it's Brian Pringle.
Yeah, I think it's Brian Pringle too. But no, going back to C.J. Stroud, I'm just gonna read off C.J. Stroud's stats. So this would be his 3rd year. He would be a junior. And he would have 235 completions off of 355 attempts. He has 3,340 yards. His yards per attempt is 9.4, and his touchdowns are 37 to 6 picks. He had a better season last year, I will say, but let's not forget this. Yeah. This guy, he's an outstanding player, and his first start on, like his first starting season, he had 44 touchdowns on 6 picks, 4,435 yards. I think this is undoubtedly the number 1 overall pick. If I was the Texans, I would go with, if they don't mess up, you know, I would go with C.J. Stroud. And as we were talking before, Bryce Young, his stock is going way down. I'm gonna look up his stats. Oh, yeah. But I just know that he's not doing good. You know, he had a good season last year. I don't know what happened with him.
I think another good choice for them is they need a defense also.
Yeah, I can see them going defense.
So they can grab Will Anderson. Yeah. They can grab Will Anderson. they could also grab Jalen Carter out of Georgia, man. He's
Yeah,
also
he's
probably a really nice.
he's a top 5 pick in my
Like,
eyes. So yeah, I'm gonna read you off
there's
Bryce
Myles
Young.
Murphy too.
I don't even. He's a end, right? A defensive end.
Yep, for Clemson.
Okay, I thought so. So Bryce Hall's stats. He's also in his 3rd year. Um, he has 230 completions off of 359 attempts, and that's only a 64 percentage. He has 3,007 yards, 8.5 yards per attempt. He only has 27 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. I think his stock is gonna fall real low. I could see him sneaking into the first round, but he's probably like a high second.
I don't see him leaving the first round because of how many QB hungry teams there are.
Yeah.
But I could see players like Odell Jones getting drafted over him really easily.
Yeah.
There's so many good players in this draft that if you falter, you may as well just not even expect to be a top 5 pick anymore.
Or even like a first round.
There's so many people who are ready. There's so many people who are ready to just take your spot.
Yeah.
And there's 3 first-round QBs I could see going. C.J. Stroud, Bryce Hall, and then there's the Florida QB, Anthony Richardson, that a lot of people are sleeping on right now, but he's also doing pretty decent.
I heard a rumor that I think his name is Hendon Hooker from Tennessee. I heard that he might go into the draft this year. Which if he does,
if he goes into the,
he's without no doubt he's a first round pick because he did just go
on
IR.
If he goes into the draft, it's over. Everything's getting shaken up. Everything.
He had a really bad injury. I think it was an ACL tear, which it's hard to get back from an ACL tear. But he was just having a dominant season. He was number 1 in Heisman. I could see him going top 10 if he enters the draft. Maybe not top 10 just because of that ACL tear. Probably first half of the draft. The first round, I should say. But no, there's a lot of hungry QB teams. The Panthers are on one. The Lions.
The Lions want to. Yep.
You could even say that the
Texans.
Yeah, you could say like the Steelers or the Raiders even. There's just a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Maybe the Colts aren't like, they're not sold with Matt Ryan, which it doesn't look like it. The Commanders need a QB. The Bucks could need a QB because Tom Brady's last year,
No, you never know what's going to happen in the draft, and that's what I think attracts people to want to hear about the draft.
Yeah.
There's just so many what-ifs and especially this early in the season.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's...
Yeah.
It could go any way,
Oh, definitely.
With that being said, is Cordero Patterson worthy in Canton? Nobody knows what Canton is the Hall of Fame for the NFL. It's Canton, Ohio. Yeah. I don't have too much to say about this, but after researching Patterson's accolades, I'm a firm believer that he's going to go into Canton, but I don't see him as a first ballot.
For me to say that he is a Hall of Famer, he needs to get some kind of other accolade.
Yeah.
Passing Devin Hester should not make him a for sure Hall of Famer.
But it's still incredible.
You got to
that he
take
did
into
that.
account how long this, and in such a short amount of time. It is incredible, but to be a Hall of Famer in my eyes, he only has 4 Pro Bowls. That's not a lot for how long he's been in the league.
Well, okay, going off.
And how many?
Going off of that, he only has 4 Pro Bowls, but he take this in consideration. He has 4 first-team All-Pros, 3 second-team All-Pros. He has a ring, and he as we said, he has the most career kickoff returns with 9. He also has the record for 109-yard play, which is tied, I think, is with Antonio Cromartie. He has 279 receptions, 2,700 receiving yards. He has 2,141 rushing yards, and then his return yards are 7,829, and he has 43 total touchdowns. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
I don't know, because everyone's jumping on the wagon that he is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Because if all he needed to do was pass Devin Hester for people to realize how good of a career this guy's had, then he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame if it had to take him doing that. Devin Hester beat Deion Sanders' long-standing record.
Yeah.
For return yards. He's the only player to return an opening kickoff in Super Bowl history.
Yeah.
For a touchdown. You remember more Devin Hester plays than you'll ever remember any Cordell Patterson plays.
And here's another reason too why. When you think of Cordell Patterson, what position do you think of? Like out of the 3 positions.
Running back.
Well, okay. Sorry. Would you think of return specialist, running back, or wide receiver?
I'd think of return specialist and running back.
Yeah. Now with Hester, what do you think of?
Receiver.
I don't think he was a receiver. I think he was just I think it was a corner. I think. I could be wrong.
He was a receiver.
Let me look it up real quick.
He was a receiver.
Yep, you're right. Just
he was.
That 23 threw me off.
He was a quarterback in college.
Yep.
Yeah.
With Patterson, like, where was I going with this? Patterson, he's
versatility.
He's just known for kind of like his Pro Bowls were just known for being a return specialist. Hester, you could say the same thing, but he's also a good receiver. Not saying that Patterson wasn't a good running back or receiver. I just think Hester was a better one, you know. That's why I'm not sold that Patterson is a first ball out. But I think he will be in Canton.
Obviously, he's going to end up in Canton. A player of Patterson's caliber, the longevity, just the versatility, he will end up there someday, no matter the arguments.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to end up there even close to when he finally hangs up the cleats.
Yeah. And
there's still so many players who deserve it who are not in there yet.
Yeah. Okay. How many teams has Devin Hester been on?
He is on the Falcons, Bears, Seattle, and I think there's one more.
He was on the Ravens. I'll give you that. He was on the Ravens. Now, how many teams has Cordell Patterson played for?
I know he's played for the Vikings,
Mm-hmm.
Bears, Patriots, Raiders, I want to say.
Yep. And then his now team, the Falcons. So Patterson's having 5 teams to prove it. Also on a very long, almost a 10-year stretch, while Devin Hester's only doing it for 4 and only also doing it for 10 years. But Hester was also on 2 teams in 2016, the Ravens and the Seahawks. So
Yeah.
it's just really tough to compare the two, because both are great players,
Yeah.
But if I had the choice to pick Patterson or Hester, I'm going prime Hester than prime Patterson.
You're going Hester all day. If you go
Yeah.
Patterson, then you're either a Falcons fan or you've just never seen anything Devin Hester's
Or you're
done.
just new to the NFL, like one of the
Yeah,
two.
like that's like picking prime time over like Charles Woodson.
Yeah.
Charles Woodson was a great player, but prime time's debatably one of the best cornerbacks to ever play in the game.
And also with
both-
Patterson, he had to change his position, which that's really nothing, but still Hester didn't have to do that.
To get like playable time on a football field, if you have to change your position, maybe you should have rethought what you're actually doing to start,
Yeah, when Patterson was a receiver, he was probably bottom 5 receiver. He was probably third string on a team, or third string, or even second at most. But when he's a running back, he's probably top 15. But with Hester,
I'd say that's fair. Yeah.
Hester, he's always been top 10 in my eyes.
Yeah, when even as a kid, you could tell Devin Hester was a new that new player that everyone wanted to go up to be. Huh?
I don't know who had the better 40 time.
Devin Hester was the first player in Madden to have 100 speed ever.
Yeah.
That. No one could honestly pin down what made him a dangerous returner. He was fast. He was elusive. He didn't run a super impressive 40 time for now, but back in the day,
it was amazing.
What he did was impressive.
And
yeah,
I'll tell you the 40 times.
You hear Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders having fast 40s, but Hester was elusively fast.
Yeah.
Even though his 40 time didn't show it. And that's what made him a dangerous return man, was because he may not get up to speed at 40 yards, but when you're running end zone to end zone, there's no way you can't hit that top speed. Yeah.
I'll tell you their 40-yard dash times just to show you how how similar they are. So Hester's 40-yard dash time was 4.43 seconds, while Patterson's was 4.42 seconds. But as you said, if Hester was if Patterson was in the, last when Hester started out, it will kind of show okay, who's the better one,
It also comes down to the teams that they both ended up playing on.
Yeah.
I think that's what's making me say no, is he didn't really play on any really impressive team.
Yeah.
The Bears, when Hester was playing, they were playoff contenders.
Yeah.
But when the fact that Odell had to go to the Patriots to make a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's when I start thinking that he doesn't contribute as much as Hester contributed to the Bears.
And like with Hester too,
Because clearly,
Hester is like the prime example. Like he's the first one you think of when you think of return specialist. He's like he set
the gold standard.
Yeah, the standard for what a return specialist should be like. And like Patterson, he's just kind of like he's like, yeah, I can be like that, you know.
He's like an imitation.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
And like
I don't know. I think for me to say that Odell is a Hall of Famer, he has to get another accolade.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a conference championship or a divisional championship, I think that's good enough to say he is a Hall of Famer for me.
Yeah.
He's that close, but he's just not there for me.
Once he gets that, like he won't be first ballot. Let's get that straight. He's not gonna be a first ballot.
But
I think Devin Hester's gonna be a first ballot. I think in this year's Pro Football Hall of Fame, he's gonna be called up. You know.
If Hester isn't called up, then they got something wrong.
Yeah.
I think Odell's day will come when he has his name called to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's close.
I just don't think. I just don't think he will get it as soon as Devin Hester is.
Yeah. And if Hester's not first ballot, like obviously Cordarrelle's his ballot's gonna drop. Like he's gonna be like a third ballot, you know. With that being said, so as we were talking before about the rookies, we brought up Aiden Hutchinson's name. Do you think that the Jaguars are inconfident in taking Trayvon Walker instead of Aiden Hutchinson?
I think for the point where they are both in the franchise, you'll never be able to say whether a pick is fucked up.
Yeah.
Or not.
It takes years to prove.
Tavon is a really good football player.
Yeah.
But I don't think he should have been number one. If I had to pick between Tavon or Hutchinson, I think it's kind of dumb if you don't pick Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Like now, like hindsight, it's like halfway through the NFL season.
And I think the Jags missed on Trayvon Walker. Like, don't get me wrong, as you said, Walker is a good player, but not in terms of an Aiden, you know? Aiden turned around a franchise, and he's a key player. That I don't see in Walker, because the Jags still kind of have that, like, struggle. They're still struggling. They're still finding their momentum. And, Walker, I don't know. Can you name, like, 3 other defensive players on the Lions?
Yes, probably, actually.
But could you name them, like, right now? Like, just right on the top of your head?
Yeah, Jeff Okuda, Alex Alonso.
I thought he had retired.
Alex Alonso? I don't think.
Yeah.
No, I saw him play during Thanksgiving.
Oh, did he? Okay,
Yeah.
so I was wrong with that. And then the last one.
Oh, Yeah, no, I'm trying to blank here now, actually, yeah, so.
Now name 3 players on the Jags. Defensive,
Shaquille Griffin.
Mm-hmm. I might sneeze in a second. Because I could name 3 off the Jags.
Yeah,
I don't know about the...
They traded all the good players away recently, so
Yeah. They have
I think
they have Griffin, as you mentioned. They have Clavon Chasten, I think his name is, from LSU. And then they have oh shoot, I just had it in my head. Safety. Who's the safety on the team? But you get the point.
no clue.
You get the point.
Yeah, I I think they're trying to fill the void with Tavon. I think they're just trying to fill the void that they left when they got rid of Yannick Ngakwe.
Yeah. And
I
like
think that's what Tavon was.
I think like Hutchinson was above Walker on the Heisman. I don't even think Walker was in the Heisman.
Yeah.
Okay, let me look.
If we want to go based off of right now, Hutchinson was the right choice, but Tavon could end up panning out later in the future.
Yeah, as I said, it takes time.
Maybe on the Jags, or maybe not for the Jags, but at the end of the day, Hutchinson, as of right now, is the better player.
Yeah, let me just read you their oh, and not to mention too, the next game with the Jags and Lions is the Jags and Lions. So, it's going to be down to the first and the second overall.
Yep.
Oh, Josh Allen too. They have Josh Allen. The Jags do.
Oh yeah, I forgot they didn't trade him.
But here's Walker stats. So Walker has 37 tackles on 2.5 sacks and 1 interception, while Aiden, as we said before, he has 2 interceptions, 5.5 sacks, and 31 tackles. So Walker's only beating him in tackles, but also I think a Hutchinson is just a defensive end while Walker's a linebacker, and linebackers are supposed to get more tackles than a end, you know. I think Hutchinson should have been the number 1. I hated when I saw Trayvon Walker's name pop up.
I want to be on the Jags hate train, but at the same time, it's really hard to say at the moment, so we'll just leave it to that.
Yeah, you gotta give it time. But like here's the other thing too. With the Texans, they had the 3rd pick, and then the Jets had the 4th. With the 3rd pick, the Texans picked Derek Stingley, and then obviously the 4th was Sauce Gardner.
I think they fucked up.
That was a mess up.
They fucked up. They should have went with Sauce. That was a for sure mess up for how Sauce is playing right now.
Dude,
there's just no like.
I remember I saw the Texans pick go in, and I saw that it was Derek Stingley. Dude, I was hyped. I was like, this is the turning point for the Jets. I knew that Sauce was going to be better than Derek Stingley, just because of injuries.
But again with Derek Stingley, I think again it's just bad team. Bad management. We could see him go into that play that we needed him to be, but again, not right now.
Yeah. Yeah, like it takes years to improve, like to show who should have been the number 1. You know. I don't like.
Yeah.
As you said, it's not guaranteed that Hutchinson was the best, but as of right now, I think Hutchinson should have been number 1. I think Hutchinson should have been number 1 at the draft. I think Trayvon should have fell mid-round, honestly. I didn't see any hype with Trayvon except that he was just on the Georgia team. Let's say Trayvon went to Michigan and Hutchinson went to Georgia. Hutchinson's definitely going number 1.
I think yeah.
Without a doubt, Hutchinson would have been a great number 1 pick. Getting away from that, do you think the Bears are worried about the wrong fields? And what I mean by that is, do you think that their yards are not how they used to be? You know, when they had Mitchell Trubisky and that fantastic offense that they had that went 10-6. I think it was 2019, was it?
Yep.
Like they were the team that you kind of feared, but that was also defense too. I will say that was defense. Um,
Roquan Smith, Khalil Mack being on that team.
yeah. Um, yeah, I think they have the lowest yards in the game. Um, Let me look it up.
I think that's actually the Broncos.
So, here, let me look up yards per game 2022. That's not what I wanted. I just had it somewhere. Oh, actually, here. Can you? I'm trying to find it right here. Okay, yeah, I got it. To the lowest. Okay, I was completely wrong. The lowest is the Texans. The Bears. The Bears are 2, 4, 6, 8. They're 10. They're at number 10 with 323.2 yards per game. But let's not forget about Justin Fields and how good of a runner he is. Because this is including Justin Fields. Their rushing yards is 2,304, which I don't know if it'll let me click it. Yeah, that's number 1 in the NFL. It's 2,304. If you took away that from Fields, I think their yards per game would shoot down very low.
Easily.
And like he just got an injury, and I think he was out only 1 game. He could have been out for 2. And it shows that the Bears are in a rebuilding stage. They got, like, last year they got all these new executives for the team who it relies on the draft, as we stated before. If they hit on the draft, then they know they have a good executives and all that. But as of right now, it's not helping your franchise quarterback. But Fields is an outstanding player who he needs people around him, you know. And you should never rely on your quarterback getting the whole team's work done, you know? It's a team game. It's a team effort. It's a team game. And like honestly, if they don't build a line around Fields, I could see the RG3 effect happening to him where he gets injured and then his whole career just ruined, you know?
Yeah. Like what you said, he's a dog at it. He's the only one this team is doing halfway decent. They need to get him some help. Chase Claypool is an amazing pickup for him.
Yeah.
Especially since his next best option was Donnell Mooney, who's on IR right now.
Yeah.
They need that line. They need to rebuild that dangerous defense that they used to have. They need to stop putting so much focus on Fields, because I think he's doing just fine. I don't think he's an amazing runner. The passes that he has been throwing are decent. He has some really great passes, some that are questionable, but not so questionable that you should lose faith in him. I think they need, in this draft, this offseason, they need to sign some heavy hitters on defense and get some kind of O-line going, and then they can be back to being a contender. I think it is that easy for Justin Fields to take this team all the way.
And if I were the the Bears, this is how I would do it. Trade away your old guys. And what I mean by that is that they have Eddie Jackson, who is 28 years old. He's an outstanding player, probably top 5 in safeties, right? I say once his contract hits in 2024, look to trade him in that mid season, or sign him to a very low offer. He needs to.
Yeah.
They need to just sell that team, and then didn't get new. Just kind of like what the Jets did, how they been horrible for who knows how long, and now they're starting to get good. They're starting to get better draft picks. With that, you have to trade your old players away and get new players, get better new players. Not saying that Eddie Jackson's a horrible player, but if they wanna actually have that franchise quarterback in Fields, they need to work around him, and they need to first sort out that O-line, and then work on that defense. That's what I would do. I would work on that O-line, work on the defense, as you said, bring back that dominant defense that they had, and then just go from there. See where that gets you. Because I looked up. His Eddie Jackson's contract is for 4 years, and it's $58 million, 58.4 for getting technical, and I think the guaranteed is $22 million. So I would say about 2024, look to trade Eddie Jackson in the mid season.
Oh yeah. I think they do need to ship off some of these guys that are going to be taking up a lot of cap space.
Yeah.
Especially guys that, although they're really good, they're not really contributing as much as you thought they would be right now.
Yeah.
Eddie Jackson, phenomenal player, but he's just not contributing the way everyone wanted him to, needed him to. He's not the captain of that defense like Roquan Smith was.
Yeah.
Honestly, getting rid of Roquan was the downfall so far.
Yeah.
Because
which I don't get why they did that.
To think about.
I'll tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you sorry, I'm gonna tell you some names from the Bears that have the most cap hit. So Eddie Jackson with 15 right now. Cody Whitehair, who I think is 31, has 12 million. I think they should try to get rid of Whitehair. Like he's a like mediocre to top guard, And then tell me if you know this player.
Yeah.
Tell me if you can name this player's position. Justin Jones.
Linebacker?
No, he's a defensive tackle that has 4.6 million in cap hit. I don't even know who that is, and I don't know how his stats are. But if I don't know who he is, you gotta get rid of him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's this team is just a mess. It looks like what they did. They just signed very mediocre players because they know they're rebuilding. And that here's the fear about that though. The fear is that one of your amazing players is going to get injured, like Justin Fields. If Justin Fields goes down, your backup's Trevor Siemian or Nathan Peterman. Those players are not NFL quarterbacks. If you know what I mean. They're not starters, I should say.
Here's my thing. If they want a quarterback who can back up Justin Fields later in the season just so they can have some time to sit him, but they still want to win games, there's still plenty of QBs.
Yeah, there's a lot of QBs to grab. Here's another thing that I don't get either. Why would you go and grab Alex Leatherwood if you know he's not good?
Football.
Like, why would you grab Alex Leatherwood if you know he's not good? Like, He proven what he did in the Raiders in Oakland or Las Vegas. Sorry, they're in Las Vegas now. But you go and get a guy who's still on his rookie contract. He's guaranteed $14 million. Why would you go and sign him?
Yeah.
I don't get what their thinking was with that. I don't know where they sit in their cap hit or their how much cap space they have. I'll look that up real quick. But don't go and sign people that you know that are bad. The Bears sit at number 10 with six mil in all cap. In cap space. Which, first of all, this list this says that the Browns have the most with 33, which I don't even know how they have that. Yeah, just focus on your franchise and your franchise quarterback, and don't go and screw it up, you know. I think we lost Solid for a second. Cameron, I should say. But no, like.
Sorry.
Okay, you're good. I was just saying that how the Bears really need to focus, and they should really rebuild in the off season this year. Because if you don't build up in the off season, what are you doing? Like,
what's the point of even having Justin Fields as a QB? Like,
yeah. You gotta.
There's no reason
build around
to
Fields.
rebuild with a QB like Fields.
Yeah. Build around Fields. Don't get him injured. Because if Fields goes down, you have nothing then. You're really guaranteeing on mediocre players on defense then. That's what you're guaranteeing yourself on. And another big mistake they did was, as you said, getting rid of Roquan, but also getting rid of Robert Quinn. I know I said to get rid of the old players, but Robert Quinn was, like, last year, I forget how many sacks he had, but he had a crazy amount. I think it was leading in sacks last year. And then they got rid of Khalil Mack too. I think getting rid of Khalil Mack was a horrible move that they shouldn't have done.
He was going to take up a lot of cap space for sure.
Yeah.
But Khalil Mack is still one of the most dominant edge rushers in the game. So I think that was a bad idea. Just terrible.
Yeah, like, you can also restructure deals too. And I don't know if Khalil Mack was like, oh, I'm not going to restructure or anything. I think he was I could be wrong. I think they actually traded him. But if they traded him, that would have even, like, be worse. Like, why would you trade Khalil Mack away? I'm pretty sure they traded him for, like, a second round. Nope, not that one. That's the Raiders. We don't want that one. Here it is. So, yeah, they traded. Oh, nope, not that one. Right here. They received a 2022 second round pick, 48 overall, and a 2023 sixth round pick just for Mac. And I remember seeing that too, because I was like, the Jets could have made that trade. And like, okay, here's another thing too. They also traded away Roquan Smith for, like, it was like it's just a second round, right?
It was not a big package.
Yeah. Yeah, they received a second and a fifth round pick along with AJ Klein. Which AJ Klein, he was good for like probably maybe a year. I think he was on the Packers. That's the guy who I'm thinking. Oh, here, I'll even tell you something even better. First of all, he wasn't on the Packers. That was my mistake. But the Bears received him, and they must have cut him. Yeah, he was. So they traded. They traded Roquan Smith on October 31st, 2022, and then Klein was waived by the Bears on November 16th, 2022, and then the Bills picked him up the day after.
Honestly, the Bears just need to get the head out there. I'm gonna be honest. Like, that's the short and sweet part of it.
Yeah,
It's like the Bears have been mediocre for years, and they just don't make the best decisions.
Yeah, they need to work on their executive skills and how they're gonna like help the team, if you know what I mean. Like I don't know what they're thinking, honestly. So, okay, before we end the podcast, I want to kind of do a little fun thing. I think we should play like a little mini game before we end it.
Yeah.
If you think that would be cool, we do a little mini game.
Yeah, sure. What's the game?
I'm gonna cut this out, by the way. I don't know what game we should do. What kind of game should we do?
We should try to do, remember that like Wordle?
Oh yeah. That's actually what I was gonna think of doing. Okay, I'm gonna pop up Wordle here. Then I'm gonna move my screen over. I'm cutting all this out. Don't worry.
No, I want you to edit in all the awkward silence.
Yeah.
As we load up.
Oops.
Should we just go until we lose, you think?
Yeah.
Like, go until we have our guesses? So, like, what are all limited?
Yeah. I got the limited one here. Here, I'm gonna share my screen. And tell me if you see it. Hang on, can you see this?
It's loaded.
Okay.
Alright. Yep, I got it.
Okay, so yeah, before we end the thing, I think we should do a little fun mini game, and we're gonna do Weddle. We were gonna do as much as we can, like until we lose, you know. I'm thinking we should do.
Yep.
Do you want to do normal or hard mode? I think hard mode has
Let's do normal mode.
Okay, we'll do normal. If it's too easy for us, then we're gonna go to hard. Who do you want to start off with
I think we should just go straight. We should just go straight for AJ Brown, like right off rip.
Okay, wait, what the crap?
Yeah.
Hey, God, I might have to scroll for him because for some reason he's not.
He's at the top. He should be.
Oh, there he is. I'm just dumb. Okay, so AJ Brown. Okay, so he plays in the NFC.
Wide receiver.
He's wide receiver
in the NFC.
He's either 26 or 27, and his height.
And he's taller than 6'1".
Taller than 6'1", lower than number 11. So this is like, he can't be 9 or 10. He can't be those numbers.
It's not DK.
Yeah, because DK is 14, right?
Yeah. Let's try AJ Green.
AJ Green. Well, it can't be AJ. It can't be Green.
Just to get the height.
I see what you mean.
We can probably get height and confidence out of it.
Oh, boom. Okay, so he's 6'4". He's not in the
He's
West.
6'1", not in the NFC West. Ooh.
He can't be Claypool because
Wait.
Claypool's younger. Can't be Watson. How old is Jefferson? Justin Jefferson.
Ooh, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think he's 22 though. Isn't he 22? Because he just came out the not this draft, but the draft.
I think he's 23. I think he's 23.
But it can't be him though because
I think he's 23.
The age is higher than 25. It's either 26 or 27.
So he's 6'4" and 26.
26 or 27.
That is not a
Sal. It can't
What
be.
about Allen Robinson?
Allen Robinson?
No, he's not 6'4".
Yeah, and he also plays.
He's not 6'4".
He plays in the West too. It can't be him. So it's either the South or the North. I don't think it's the North because I can't really name players from the North that are 6'4". And
is it Debo?
Debo's in the West. Debo's in the West.
It has to be.
Oh.
Yeah.
How tall is DJ Moore? I feel like he's short though.
Ooh, I was gonna go for Randall Cobb, but DJ Moore might be a good one.
Well, Randall Cobb's like 30 something.
I think he's not 6'4". I think he's 6 foot.
Yeah, I think he's short.
How tall is Allen Lazard?
That's a good question. I might go with Allen Lazard. Yeah, let's go with Allen Lazard. Ooh. Okay, so he's in the North.
It's 5. So he's 26. He's 26.
He's 26. Oh shoot. It can't be can't be Christian Watson. He's too young. Can't be Cobb. Cobb's too old.
So he has to be.
Oh, it's not even a Green Bay team.
Claypool's too tall.
No, it could be Claypool.
Yeah, Claypool's too tall.
It might be Claypool because Claypool's 6'4".
Oh, and his number's 10 on Chicago, isn't it?
No, it can't be him then because the number.
Ooh.
The numbers. What number is DJ Shark? Or is he on the? He's on.
Ooh.
No,
I forgot about the Lions.
I think it might be DJ Shark. Should we just go with DJ Shark?
Try it? Yeah, try it.
Here we go.
Boom! Alright, that was good.
Let's do another one. I kind of want to do a quarterback. And I'm going to go with...
let's just start it off with, like, Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott, I like that. Okay. That actually gives us a lot of information here.
He's NFC East, taller than 6'2" and 29.
He's either 6'3" or 6'4".
I think he's a receiver.
Yeah, I think this is a receiver. Or tight.
I think he's a receiver.
It could be a tight end, too. Because tight ends...
What tight ends are in the...
There's,
So, NFC West. So we know that for sure.
East. It's East. So it's either...
Yeah. East.
It can't be Dalton Schultz because he's on the Cowboys. So it's either Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas. What about Logan Thomas?
I think that's the only really choice. Oh, really? Really?
He's... Ooh.
So he's...
It's not... It's a receiver.
I think he has to be
receiver.
He has to be 6'4" too. Because
he's not
on
Washington either, by the way.
So it's either
wait.
It can't be AJ Brown. He's too young.
Is this? Oh yeah.
Oh, Galladay. It's Kenny Galladay.
It's
Kenny Galladay. That's who it is.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, isn't it? That has to be right. Yep.
Okay.
That's
I kind of want to go with the AFC team.
You picked the first one.
I'm gonna go with. Try to.
I think Herbert. I think Justin Herbert might be a good one.
I like that.
He's tall, so we can get that. He's young.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So this is like a rookie. Because he's under
a
24.
rookie.
He's like under 24. So he's either 23 or 22. His number's either 11 or 12.
6'2".
I think this is another receiver.
Jerry Jeudy.
No,
you think it's Jerry Jeudy?
No, this is too tall for Jerry Jeudy. He's either 6'4" or 6'5". And it's not in the West.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You know who I want to go for? Now hear me out. Actually, he might be too short. I was thinking of Elijah Moore, but I think Elijah Moore's like 5'10", 5'11". He's too short.
Also, doesn't he wear like number 3?
No, he wears number
Doesn't he wear like 2 or 3?
No, he oh, I forget now. 8. He wears number 8. That's what he wears. So yeah, it can't be him.
Wait.
Oh, you know who actually I think it might be? I think it might be Jalen Waddle.
Oh yeah.
I'm going with
No, Jalen Waddle was 17.
And he's also short. That was a dumb. Well, we got Asian wide receiver.
Yeah.
So. Dumb guess though. That was a really bad guess on my part.
Alright, so he's a wide receiver.
Wide receiver, and he's not in the East. He's not in the East. So it's either AFC North.
Wide receiver.
How tall is Michael what's his name? Colts what?
He's 6'4", but I think he's slightly too old.
No, I think didn't he just come from the draft?
Yeah, but he stayed all 4 years. Try it though.
I'll try it.
Might be a good one.
I think you might be right though. Oh. Okay, so it is AFC South.
Oh, AFC North, wide receiver 6'4".
Okay, and he is number 12.
Yeah,
number 12.
He stayed all 4 years.
He is number 12.
Number 12?
Yeah. Okay, think of players that are.
No, Robinson went to the Rams.
Yeah. Dang, why is this so hard?
And it's AFC South. Wait. No, I think Brandon Cooks is too old, and...
How about Burks? Traylon Burks. Traylon Burks?
Ooh!
You wanna go
that's what you're thinking.
But I don't know how old he is.
I think his number's too high.
Yeah.
Doesn't he wear like 16 or 19?
I think you're right, actually.
Yeah.
What's another... It's not a Colts player either. So it's either Jags, Titans, or Texans.
Wait, Jags... Wait, Christian Kirk, yeah?
No, he's too old.
No, I think he's too short. He's too short.
Yeah, and he's too old too. Oh my gosh.
We need to guess a Houston player.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What about Nico Collins? Do you think?
I don't think, but we could try
I'm pretty sure he's 6'4" and wears 12. I'm pretty sure.
We could try it.
I think it's Nico Collins.
I thought Nico Collins was way shorter than he was. I really thought he was.
Well, I thought it was Brandon Cooks, but I was like, he was 13.
Yeah, what's
the only receiver I know that was 12 is Nico Collins.
Yeah. Good guess. Okay,
and I think Brandon Cooks is also like 5'10".
Since normal is like easy to
Yeah.
us. I'm gonna go to hard.
Partner.
So this gives us both offensive, defensive, and it also gives us special teams.
Let's just go right off rip. Let's just go Aaron Donald.
Aaron
Just
Donald.
to see if it's a defensive player.
Okay, so I believe this means that
Ooh,
he's a defensive player in the NFC.
and he's in the NFC.
Yeah.
Ooh, and
he-
he's a
he-
young player too.
He's
He's young.
He's like 5'11" or 6 foot.
Wait. How tall is Aiden Hutchinson?
Hey, it might be Hutchinson. We could try it.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Let's try it.
That's what.
Holy crap! I did not know that
Okay.
Aiden Hutchinson was 6'7".
Holy sh! He's.
I did not know he was 6'7".
Right.
Hey, we did get NFC North.
So
though.
he's. Wait. So it's a DB, yeah, probably.
Or it could be linebacker. That's the tricky part about this.
But it's not Lions.
Yeah, it's not the
It's
Lions.
not
but
Lions.
It's either Packers, Vikings, or Bears. You know who randomly popped into my mind? Oh, what's his name?
Who? I'm thinking of a Vikings player right now.
Oh, I forgot his name. He's the middle linebacker for the Bears.
Is this Zadarius Smith?
I forget how old he is. How old is he?
Zadarius Smith.
I think
I don't know.
you have to put the. Okay, it's not gonna let me.
Because I know he's a.
Well, is he a linebacker?
I think it's like,
He's a linebacker, right?
yeah.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's 28. So we found out he's 28. He's not a linebacker. So
And he's either a Packer or a Bear.
he has to be a corner defensive back. You know, okay, hear me
He's
out.
pretty short.
Eddie Jackson. We were just talking about him. This will give us.
Ooh.
I think this is a good guess.
Yeah.
Let's try Eddie Jackson. There. Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
dang, boy. Off rip. Just put the nail. God dang, boy.
My next guess
Did
was
not
gonna be
think
Adrian
about that.
Amos. Okay, let's try again.
Oh, that would have been a good one, too.
I want to start with a offensive player. Let's start with Josh Jacobs. Let's try with that. Wow. Okay. So he's in the NFC.
He's a running back.
No, he's an offensive
And
player.
he's a running back.
He's an offensive player. It's yellow.
Shit, yeah. Wait, so let's try a QB in the NFC. Let's try Jared Goff.
How old is Jared Goff though?
He's older than Josh Jacobs, I'll tell you that.
But is he 2 years older?
His number though.
Oh yeah. It definitely can't be. It can't be a QB. It has to be a wide receiver or tight end.
Can it?
Or actually, hang on. Let me check something.
Tight end?
Let me see if it bring. I think it brings O lineman.
Wait. Try Hayden Hurst real quick before you try a lineman.
Hayden Hurst.
I mean, not Hayden Hurst. Fuck.
Hey, I'm just. Gonna...
Yes, Hayden Hurst.
Hayden Hurst.
Yes, Hayden Hurst.
Doesn't he?
Yes.
Okay. So his numbers.
Alright, so we got height. So he is a receiver.
Or he could be an
He
offensive
is a
lineman.
receiver.
I think they have offensive linemen in here, but I don't know any short offensive linemen that are 6'2" or 6'3". And oh my God, look at his age too. His age is up there too.
Ooh, his age is up there.
Hear me out.
Try AJ Brown.
AJ Brown's like 28.
I mean AJ Green. AJ
AJ
Green.
Green?
AJ Green. AJ Green.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. We got
Arizona.
Arizona. He's either. It has to be a. Hear
It's
me.
not a receiver.
What's his name?
Is this Zach Ertz?
No. I think it's Kelvin Beachum. I'm gonna try it.
Right.
I'm a god at this game. I'm a literally
my
god.
God.
That name just popped in my head.
That's crazy.
I just remember him because I played Madden, and I was like, he's still in the league.
I thought it was Zach Ertz, honestly.
If it wasn't him, I was
but
gonna go
AJ
with Zach
Green would have
Ertz.
made it would have made any sense because AJ Green was older than him. You know?
Yeah. Well, the age was lower.
Try Tom Brady. Try fucking Tom Brady.
Okay,
Fuck it, dude.
I like this. Okay, so it's either 6'2" or 6'3". And the AFC.
And defense. And defense.
Yeah, and in defense. And he's lower than 12. So it's a defensive back.
Ooh, it might be a kicker. Did he say special teams too? It might be a kicker.
Yeah, it could be a kicker. You know what? I'm gonna
put Justin Tucker just to see.
Oh, okay. I was gonna do something I was gonna put Greg Zuerlein if it was right, dude. Should I do that? I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, do it.
Dang it! It's not special teams.
Oh, alright, so here's the. Oh, Andy has to be 6'1" or 6'2".
Yeah.
And he looks like he's a younger guy.
I think he has to be 6'2". Yeah, he has to be 6'2".
Alright. In the AFC also.
Yeah, AFC. His numbers between
defensive.
His numbers between 6 and 12. It has to be a defensive back, right?
Yeah, it does, yeah. It could be a young guy.
Yeah.
How tall is Thibodeau?
Thibodeau, I think he's like 6'5".
The Giants, yeah.
I think he has to be up there in height. And it's AFC too.
Wait, no, and it's an NFC team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, didn't the Ravens just get Roquan Smith?
I forget what number I don't know if he changed his number. We could try it. Okay.
I don't know either.
So he's a linebacker.
He is a linebacker.
And he's 6'2". He's either 23 or 24.
Linebacker has to be 6'2".
And he's not in the North.
That's a young ass.
I gotta think.
Wait. Is it Tavon Walker?
If it is, bro. Wait, how do you spell his name? Okay, I'm just looking up Walker. Trayvon, we're dumb. Oh no. Oh, that was a horrible.
Oh.
I don't know why we said that. So, okay, this is what we do know.
That's terrible.
This is what we do know. He's in the AFC.
AFC South.
West. It has to be West.
Wait. Oh yeah, West. I'm so dumb, bro.
He's a linebacker, 6'2", either 23 or 24. That's all we. And his number's between 6 and 12. So AFC West.
I love the in between 6 and 12.
Let's AFC West teams: Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, and Chargers. Yeah.
Is it cool? Is it? No, it's not Khalil Mack. He's too old.
Yeah, I think he kept his number too. What number is Willie Gay?
Willie Gay? Oh, yeah. Ooh, I like where you're going with that.
I'm gonna try it.
I do like where you're going with that. Ooh!
So he's not on Kansas City. Yeah,
Not
I
KC.
thought his number was in the 50s. So Broncos, Raiders, or Chargers. Did the Chargers pick up any new linebackers? I don't think they did.
Well, not that would fit this.
No,
Is Khalil Mack's too old?
Yeah, Khalil Mack's too old. I can't even think of their linebackers.
I think it might be a Bronco.
Yeah, I think it's a Bronco too. And the one that came up to my mind is that Brandon, what's his name? What's his name? He's a middle linebacker, obviously.
Denzel. What about Denzel Perryman? I think he's too old though.
Yeah, he's too old. He's been in the
for
league.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, he played for the Chargers. Remember?
What about Divine Diablo? How about him? How old is he?
Whom? How do you spell it?
Divine Diablo. Divine.
D-I-V. Oh, yeah.
And
right
then
here.
Diablo.
If this is right, I never heard of this dude in my life. I didn't even.
I
Okay.
had him on Madden teams. So it's either a
Bronco
Charger.
or Charger. Who's 24.
Ooh. How old's Jermaine Carter?
Jermaine Carter.
Yeah.
Jermaine Carter.
Wait, what team does he even play for? Hold up. I don't want us to waste a guess on a team that he doesn't even play for.
We only have 4 guesses left.
I don't know what. I think he plays for Kansas City.
Okay.
I think he plays for Kansas.
Oh my god.
What about Alex Singleton? I think he's a Bronco.
We could try it.
I think he's a Bronco right now.
Let's try it.
Fucking.
Oh.
Fuck it.
Oh, so he's a
Dude.
Charger. He's
It
a
has
Charger.
to be. It has to be a Charger.
Oh my god, who are the Chargers
How many guesses
linebackers?
do we have? We only have 2 more guesses.
So Khalil Mack.
I only know one, and that's Kenneth Murray. I only know Kenneth
Ooh,
Murray.
it actually might be him. It might be Kenneth Murray. It has to be.
That is the only one that comes to my mind.
It has to be.
We can see. We can try
Yeah.
it.
There we go.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
How the fuck?
I don't know how we did that.
I thought we were going to lose it, I'm going to be honest. That's
too.
the only linebacker I can name outside of Khalil Mack.
Here, since we're getting
I only
so
know
many,
him because of Madden.
Since we're getting so many, what we're gonna do? We're gonna name players that are too old. Okay. So I'm gonna start with Tom Brady. I'm gonna start with Mason Crosby. And name a defensive player that's old.
Patrick Peterson.
Patrick Peterson. Okay. Okay. This gives us nothing.
So he's 6'4".
He's 6 foot and plays in.
He's 6'4" on the offense.
I'm thinking
And
it's a
he's
wide
in the
receiver.
AFC.
Oh yeah, we did guess all NFC. That was Jeez.
Wait, is it? It's not. Wait.
It could be Hopkins. You just want to try
No,
Hopkins?
because that's NFC.
Oh yeah, yep. I was done
It
for
can't
a
be
second.
Hopkins.
How tall is Brandon Cooks?
He's 6'4". He's like 5'10". He's not tall.
Okay.
Case no. Deontay Johnson. Try Dante Johnson.
How do you spell Dante? There you go. Wait, what? Who is this guy?
Wait,
what?
that is not who I wanted you to look
Yeah,
up.
that's. Okay, Deontay.
Oh my god.
One letter.
Alright.
One
He's
letter.
not a wide receiver, and he's in the AFC North. And he's older than 26.
Hey. That guess gave us that he's 28 or 29.
Could it be a tight end?
Possibly.
Mark Andrews. Try Mark Andrews.
Andrews, Mark. Nope. So
He's not a tight end.
Oh, that doesn't even get us.
It's a running back.
Um.
Aren't the Titans in that? Aren't the Titans in that?
Oh yeah, it is AFC North. No, that's the
The number has to be higher than 27 too.
Yeah, it's either 27 or 89, like between there. That gives us nothing. It's either the Browns,
It's a lineman.
It's either the Browns or the Bengals.
Right. David Njoku's not old though.
You know who just came to my mind? What's his name? Jack Conklin. That just came to my mind. I'm gonna try that.
Ooh.
No, it is a lineman though.
He's a lineman.
And he plays for
I think we lose this.
No. This just came to my mind too. It has to. I am a god.
Oh my! Can we please lose one? We handicapped ourselves 3 guesses, bro.
We're gonna do it again.
Just do Tom Brady and just do the same 3. Just do the same 3.
Tom Brady.
I think those are the oldest guys
Mason
as we can do anyway. Oh my god, that just gave us so much.
That gave us a lot.
That gave us so much,
Patrick
bro.
Peterson. Okay.
That gave
us too much. So he's either 10 or 11.
He's 6'2" or 6'3".
10 or 11.
In the NFC, not a QB.
So either the...
I know 11. Is it Hopkins?
Possibly. Let's try it. Wow. So he's either 28, 29.
Oh my...
He's in the NFC West. Cooper Rush? Is it Cooper Rush?
You mean Cooper Kupp? Rush is a QB.
Fuck. Yes.
Why did you just waste that?
I just wanted to see. Dude! I'm a god!
Oh my god.
Because I knew it was Cooper Kupp. That's why.
Bro, this podcast is gonna be so long.
Yeah, I'm gonna do players that I met. Jalen Smith. We're gonna go Chase Claypool.
I gave us nothing. I swear to God, if you accidentally guess one of these, you're right. Oh my! You just gave us way too much.
Wow.
You gave us way too much already.
6'3", 24, 10.
Number 10.
I know who it is.
Yeah, isn't it just Herbo?
Wow.
It's Herbert, yeah. Oh.
It
But
is
it's
a QB.
AFC.
QB.
Number 10.
Mac Jones.
QB. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Dude.
Dude.
Here, let's give us 4 handicaps. Tom Brady.
Yes, Tom.
Aaron,
Tom Brady.
Aaron Rodgers. I know he is old. Mason Crosby.
Oh my god. And it's a punter. Now we have all we need. It's a fucking punter, bro.
Really? I don't know any punters.
It's a punter.
The only punter that I really know is Braden Mann. That's the only punter I know.
You're so fucked.
So he's
You're so fucked.
25, 26, either 5 or 6, and he plays in the NFC, either East or West.
I think.
Oh, who's the what's his name? Nope. That's not who I was thinking either.
He's old, yeah.
Who's the Seahawks? Who's the Seahawks?
Johnny Hecker? Oh, Seahawks?
Yeah, who's the Seahawks one? It's Dixon. That's not him. That's not it. It's 25. Okay, so he's 25. Um, he has to play in the East.
Johnny Hecker's too old, isn't he?
Yeah. Johnny Hecker's like 36. He's old. He has to play in the East. So.
Bro, if we get a fucking punter, I quit, by the way. I think this is the last one we're doing. Since it's a stupid punter. But if you get it, I quit. If you just pull it.
Okay, number 6.
Oh my god.
Number 6. He's not on Washington, obviously. So Cowboys, Giants, Eagles. Who's the Eagles punter? Who's the other team's punters? It's not Jordan Berry.
I know Cressway.
I already guessed.
Cressway's Washington.
Yeah, I already guessed.
Yeah.
I already guessed away.
Oh shit. This
might be it, guys. This might be it.
I don't know too many punters, so this kind of just fucks me. Brian Anger? Question mark?
No. First of all, he's a kicker. Second of all, he's plays in the NFC South for Tampa Bay. No, he doesn't play for Tampa Bay, but he's too old.
I think we lost this one.
I think we did too. You don't know any 25-year-old punters?
Yeah.
Hang on. What's the dude's name? It starts with that. Where's his name?
You'll have to look up Younghoe Koo.
No, Younghoe Koo. He's a kicker for the.
Yeah, I know. I was about to tell you that.
I'm gonna try this guy. Wow, that was not even right. Not even close. Not even close. I just ruined us right there.
I think we were ruined anyway. I don't think.
we have 2 guesses left. Oh God.
To get a punter.
A punter.
And we're gonna feel so stupid when we get him too.
Well, he's a 25-year-old punter.
So stupid because it's gonna be like one we know. What about Bradley Pinion? You know, what about him? I don't know, man. I'm just throwing names out there. I don't fucking know.
No.
Nope.
I think this might be our last guess. Eagles. I can't think of the Eagles right now.
I only know Jack. I only know Jack Fox, man.
He plays for.
But he's a. I'm like certain he's a Lions.
I thought it was a.
I'm like certain.
I thought it was
I'm certain he plays for the Lions.
I thought he played for the Jags.
I don't know. Like, what about like? Fuck, I've heard the last name Sipas.
How do you spell it?
I don't. That's.
Oh,
I think
Aaron Sipas.
I mean S-I.
Right here, Aaron Sipas.
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Oh! Wait, what? Jamie Gillian?
Jamie Gillian? Who the fuck is that?
No, I heard of that name. He has a mullet.
Oh.
He plays for the Giants? When did he play for the Giants?
Well, I think that was a perfect place to end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's a good place to end.
That definitely got us.
Oops, I just shared my OBS. But yeah. Here, I'm gonna put it back on the Discord. Let me end the screen here.
Well, yeah, that was eventful, to say the least.
Well, with that being said, tune in for next week for more NFL news, and we'll see you next time on the 1 yard line. You got anything else to say, Cameron? Okay.
Fuck punches being on Weddle.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, we'll see you next time.